Somebody named themselves Jordy's curved thumb. Stupid.
Experience BPD things almost daily.
Shut up about BPD. Shut up.
Come on, like the stream for my curved thumb. Yesterday, we did some of her Q&A, and eventually I kind of just got tired of it, so we stopped. All right, y'all, let's continue on with this Q&A. We're starting off with Amberlynn talking about her infamous Panera bread video in which she ordered a veggie sandwich with an apple when she was given 2 bags of potato chips.
Give me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple
Instead, and she was very distraught about it.
Oh no!
We all know that this was a lie. The entirety of the internet knows that this was a lie.
You're a lie.
Amberlynn sort of kind of became a household name because of this video. So if you've ever heard of the infamous Panera video about Amberlynn, you know that that was all a lie. But she's still sticking to her guns here and saying that she actually did order a veggie sandwich instead of a bacon, mayo, whatever she ended up getting in that video.
Turkey with bacon and cheese.
Do you still need glasses? I do. I keep meaning to make an eye doctor appointment. # procrastinator. Really? Amberlynn doesn't have contacts? Well, I'd imagine for as much as Amberlynn stares at a screen, she probably would need glasses. I mean, I think that all humans eventually in life do need glasses, whether they're just prescription or readers, but eventually everyone needs glasses. So, girly pop here. Yeah, it would probably be advantageous because eye strain is not a good thing. It leads to headaches. It just ruins your quality of life. And I can't imagine that Amberlynn's quality of life is very good to begin with. So, do you have a life outside of social media? My whole life is outside of social media and has been for a while. Amber, who do you think that you're fooling? Who do you think is buying this? You sit in that apartment all day, every day. If you leave your apartment, it's to maybe take Twinkie out to pee, or it's to meet a DoorDasher to get your bag of food. This is a lie. You don't have friends. You've even told us this, that you don't have friends. The only social life that you maybe kind of sort of have is one day a week, Saturday night, when you go to bingo with your mom and someone that she, is friends with from work or church or whatever. My whole life is outside of social media. What hobbies? What are you doing? I mean, sitting in your apartment alone, listening to podcasts, playing Choosy is not having a life. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling and why she continues to say shit like this, but you know what? It is Amberlynn after all. She should choosy life. Choosy life. Amberlynn, when her dog has surgery, she all of a sudden has a social life. Although, we did talk about it yesterday. Was Amberlynn leaving the house actually good for Twinkie? Because Twinkie was actually able to, get some time to herself and not... Because, Amberlynn is in the apartment 24 hours a day. So, is it, a good thing? That she was gone? What did you want for Christmas most as a kid? Sober parents. Okay, kind of a depressing answer here. What's something you've been keeping secret for a while now? Everything. I mean, realistically, like, I can't think of many things that Amberlynn is keeping to herself that we couldn't have already realistically guessed was taking place. Most of my channel and most of what other reaction channels do is we kind of like use what information we have to make guesstimations on what is going on in the background of Amberlynn's life. And usually we're correct. I mean, there are some things that like we obviously would have never known about if it weren't for people like Alexis and Erica, for example. Like, we never would have known about Dalton. We never would have known about all of the different fights that she and Emily had. So there are different stories that we never would have heard about, but for the most part, we know what's going on. I mean, we as a community clocked it immediately that she was dating a feeder this time last summer. So that's what enticed for the next year and a half at this point almost. I don't know if they're still talking, probably, in all honesty. But, you know, like, we can basically tell, like, I can say with my full chest, like, I can say with almost full certainty that Amberlynn is probably sleeping upwards of 12 to 16 hours a day. And the time that she's not sleeping, I think that she's just eating DoorDash, playing on her phone, watching shows, playing Choosy. Like, it's just like stupid little shit around the apartment. So I can't, I mean, yeah, obviously there are some things we don't know about her life, but it's nothing grand. Like, I would be very shocked to learn something about Amberlynn's daily life and think to myself, wow, I would have never seen that coming. You know? That's a safe assumption. I mean, because, like, really, it's not this, like, grandiose life that she's living behind the scenes. Like, it really isn't. I mean, there's really only so much you can do in the position that Amberlynn is in life. What is one thing that you wish people understood about BPD? If we could control a meltdown or a tantrum, we would. Okay, so when Amberlynn flies off the handle, screams, demands hugs and kisses from Emily in the driveway, Winnie the Pooh rages at people, freaks out, melts down, that's just something that she can't control. Oh, I just started seeing red, and then everything else was a blur. I don't know. So Amberlynn is communicating to us here that when she does freak out, it's not something that she can control. So that if you ever try to hold her accountable, or if you ever find some of the things or words that she says or, you know, does abhorrent in the moment, just know that she can't control it. So therefore, she's absolved of any wrongdoing. I don't know who Morgan Adams is. Where do you get your mesh tops, especially the ones with the snakes on it? Torrid. Torrid must be like the only place she shops. Okay, so this person asked, I thought that Twinkie's tumor wasn't cancerous. And Amberlynn says that the tumor was not cancerous and it isn't a fatty tumor. And that's what the vet always said in Kentucky, and they said it was fine. Well, Amberlynn has been living in Oklahoma now for a little over 2 years. So she has had a tumor inside of her for over 2 years. The vet I had when I first got to Oklahoma said the same thing. In my gut, I knew that something seemed off. I got a new vet because I requested it to be removed and they said no, but my gut was screaming and it was right. Okay, so the first time ever. It was a massive cyst. My new vet listened, explained, and made me and Twinkie feel extremely heard. Made me and Twinkie feel heard. What? How do you have a dog be heard? She's doing so well after surgery. I'm so proud of her. Okay, so it was never a tumor. It was just a gigantic cyst. So I don't know if that was painful for Twinkie. I do think that it is strange that a vet diagnosed a tumor as Or, I mean, they diagnosed a cyst as a tumor. I don't understand how that gets confused. She used Google for that cyst. Literally never happened. This never
Ever.
happened. None of this is true. The whole, like, I feel something's wrong. I always think that that's stupid when Amberlynn says something like that. When she says, like, you know, I just knew something was offset in the universe. I just knew that something was off. I felt it in my soul. That's always stupid when I hear her say things like that. Because if anyone is not going to trust their gut, it should probably be Amberlynn. The whole surgery thing is fake. So there are a lot of people still believing that the surgery never happened and that was just like a kind of distraction, because normally when very significant things happen to Amberlynn or her channel, like there's some new tea that's spilled, or, you know, pictures get released, or like any time that there's like a scandal in girl world, the girl's first thing is to always do the look over there tactic. So Amberlynn getting demonetized last week, and still not answering to a lot of the stuff that Emily brought forward in the weeks prior, that was maybe Amberlynn's attempt at the look over there. So you know, Amberlynn kind of, after flexing the fact that she can pay everybody's bills and she's balling out and she's making really good money, you know, in the next breath getting demonetized and groveling to her audience, providing her Cash App and Venmo, distraction that she needed in the whole attempt at her going, well, Twinkie has surgery. So did Twinkie have surgery? I don't know. I do think that it is very strange that it was scheduled on Black Friday. Not saying that it's not possible for someone to get surgery on Black Friday. I just think that it's, you know, kind of strange timing. And also, I do find it strange that the day after a major surgery, Amberlynn was very willing and able to leave Twinkie at home for hours at a time while she went and played Cosmic Bingo. Post the last photo in your camera roll. Oh, hot. Okay. Sexy. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. The reaction channels are still doing videos and posts on you more than ever. They are thirsty for November and December AdSense. I'm such an interesting girly. They can't get enough. I mean, I don't disagree with this. I mean, you guys know, and I mean, I've said it, I've told you this, and if you didn't know this, I'm telling you it now. November and December pay the most for YouTube content creators. So the ads that run on this channel and all that other stuff, like, they're paying me more this month than they do in like February or March, for example. So I don't disagree with this. She's clocking it correctly. Nothing about this statement is incorrect. The one thing I will say, though, about this is when Amberlynn tries to say that reaction channels are obsessed with her, that's not the case. And I can provide a really good example. I will always talk about what does the best primarily on my channel. Not saying that I'll X out all other variables or options, because, you know, there are nights on here where we do stuff like that a lot of you aren't interested in, such as like Paul and Morgan, for example. But primarily, I'm always going to do what gets the most views. And when I first started my channel, I was Amberlynn. And then she started to get really boring during season 5 when she was with Jade. So I ventured out a little bit and I found Eugenia. Eugenia stomped on Amberlynn in terms of views. I don't think any of my videos ever reached 100,000 views until I started to upload Eugenia content. So Eugenia became the front runner of my channel up until she got demonetized at the beginning of 2024. So it's not so much that anyone, or I'll just speak for me specifically, it's not that you're interesting. It's not that you're I'm obsessed with you. It's not like I care about you. It's never been about that. So, yeah, I just want to make that abundantly clear. It was never about an obsession for Amber as much as it was a financial opportunity, which I'll always make clear. What do you think that people misunderstand most about you? Everything. Every time I hear why someone hates me, it's a reason that isn't even real and is only assumed. It's wild. Okay, blanket statement Lynn here, generalization Lynn coming in hot. The thing that annoys me when she says things like this is she's not being specific and she's not elaborating. Amber, what do you think that people get wrong about you? Everything. Amber, what do you not like about that reaction channel? They're horrible and they lie about everything. Like we're never going to have a useful conversation, and you're never going to make any points if you never provide any examples or you don't continue the conversation past they're lying about everything. Because when you say things like this, it doesn't really open your point of view up to other people on the internet to see where you're coming from. You're just kind of waving a wand and saying, no, it's all fake, which people, yeah, they understand that you're saying that it's all fake, but you're not really backing that up with anything. If you're not going to back it up with any facts or evidence or receipts or anything, I mean, how inclined do you think people are to believe you? So that's like one thing that I always dislike about Amberlynn when she has arguments and tries to fight with people. I wish she would be a little bit more descriptive. Why didn't you delete your videos before appealing? Because YouTube gives you a list of rules to follow before appealing. One of them is that you cannot delete any of your videos prior to appealing. You have to leave your channel as is. Once you are approved or denied, then you can decide what you want to do with them. I thought that she did. I thought that she did take down a bunch of videos. So because I remember the days up to Amberlynn getting demonetized, people were posting every day like, oh, Amberlynn lost 700,000 views on her channel. And I don't know if people were just assuming that she was privating her videos or if YouTube was taking them down themselves, but that must have been the case. YouTube was taking down her videos. It was never her deleting or privating any of her stuff. So after she lost her appeal, she completely wiped her channel clean. And in the future, I don't know if she'll just like, if she gets her monetization back in the future, like, I don't know if she'll like try to upload content and just start from scratch. What I will say is, like, if she does start from scratch, the money isn't going to be as plentiful as she was hoping, because like a portion of a content creator's income is based on legacy views. So like a majority of the money that you make does come from the videos that you create or live stream during the month that you are being paid, if that makes sense. But for Amberlynn, because she had 10 years of content on YouTube, people would go back and they would watch her stuff and she would make money on that. So if Amberlynn does get her channel back, she's not going to be making as much as she was before. So if she does come back, she's going to need to be streaming and creating videos like every day, or at least a lot more frequently than she's used to, because she won't have that cushion from the legacy views. Any hot takes about reaction channels? Love you, Queen. FFG is the biggest scammer in girl world. Okay. So Amberlynn has taken shots at FFG in the past, and FFG is a very hot topic in girl world at the moment, in terms of the recent topics of conversation regarding BBJ and donations. I believe that seemingly the recourse action that FFG is trying to take with her channel is that she is donating any money that she makes in the month of December to like a animal humane society or something. But I wonder, and I think that a lot of people are curious, if she is ever going to disclose the date that BBJ actually passed away. So I know that that's like what a lot of people are still wondering. Will she ever say when she passed away? How much have you spent on Legos over the years? Do you regret it? I don't regret a penny that I've spent on Lego. On other things, yeah, though. Okay. I mean, I would, because like a lot of her Legos, she's either given away or thrown away. I mean, if you're giving stuff away and you're throwing away, I mean, doesn't that kind of suggest that you shouldn't have bought it in the first place? I mean, like, let's take that Titanic Lego, for example. I mean, 3 years ago, Vlogmas 3 years ago, when she bought that gigantic Titanic Lego for like, what was it, close to $500, she built it and then gave it to Jade. And Jade, like, allegedly gave it to one of her cousins or something. I don't really know what became of the Titanic Lego, but I mean, okay, she doesn't regret any of it, but yet she spent $500 on it and then gave it away within 6 months. But she also doesn't answer the first part of this question, but I suppose that she didn't want to. Because honestly, she probably doesn't know. I mean, Amberlynn's probably, she's probably done so many Legos over the year and spent so much money, she probably hasn't tracked it, so she probably doesn't even know. I actually know down to the dollar how much I have spent on Labubu's, because I have tracked it ever since I started to get into this bad habit back in July. So I have a whole spreadsheet of like everything that I've spent. It's not really for like any other reason to just like have it, just because like I find that kind of stuff fun. But I highly doubt that Amberlynn has kept track of her purchases on Legos, considering how she has communicated to us how bad she is with finance. Losers online are discussing the surgery, but how do they know that it took 3 hours? Okay, this is in regards to Twinkie. I dropped Twinkie off at 8:30 in the morning. The surgery started at 10:30. They called me at 12:30 and told me how it went and that she'll be ready for pickup in a few hours. I got her at 2 p.m., so the surgery itself took 2 hours. Lumpectot. Oh my god, why am I having such a hard time pronouncing this? Lumpectomies last anywhere from 30 minutes to a few hours. Okay. Lumpectomy. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I was having such a hard time pronouncing that. How many people have you blocked today? 3 or 4? Not 6 or 7? Amber, come on. Missed opportunity. Why did you delete your Twinkie update on YouTube? I deleted all my community posts. The only thing that I have left is my live stream saying goodbye. Okay, but you're not answering the question. The person asked, why did you do that? Not did you do that? It's why did you do that? I mean, if you're not going to answer the question, I mean, why select the question to answer then? I mean, she's selecting these questions to answer, but she's just providing whatever she wants to say. It's kind of annoying. Have you had any luck selling your shit to make money? Yes. With a brown heart. Yeah, because there's like poop laced all over it. That's why she put the brown heart. So apparently people have bought the choosies. The only people that I could imagine bought those $30 bags of like Ziploc choosies are toddlers, because who else like would have a use for that kind of stuff, you know? Like I can't really think of like any adult that would need some type of like figurine. Like really, what would you do? Like, what would a grown ass person do with like a little figurine toy? You know what I mean? It's a novelty. Yeah, but like, it's for kids. Like, why would adults ever like need that or like want that? Like, why would an adult go on Facebook Marketplace and be like, yes, I would like to purchase this for my own use? So maybe like people bought it on Facebook Marketplace to like have as like a Christmas present. I don't know. It's junk. Yeah, it's junk. It's like all junk. It's clutter. It's like why would you want that shit? Like just like sitting around. You know? What is your response to those accusing you of lying about Twinkie's surgery? I didn't even know that people were lying about her surgery. Oh, thought that I was lying about it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. People are wild. Okay, so this is her response. Just people are crazy. What is your response to? I mean, like the reasons that we had for Amberlynn potentially faking a surgery was to distract away from the fact that she got demonetized. That Emily said that she wipes herself on a sink and that she needed to give her bottles of bleach and stuff like that. So Amberlynn's response to this isn't anything in direct like addressing to what we said. It's just her saying, oh my god, people are crazy, can you believe that? Like, I just don't think that that's the best response, but it's the response that she gave. So what steps are you taking to budget and manage your finances? I haven't ordered takeout in weeks, crying emoji. Huge money saver, and it's definitely helping the scale go down. Okay, well that Snickers at bingo isn't. I'm also cooking everything that I eat. Oh, really? Did you package that Snickers bar? Oh. Amberlynn packages her own candy bars now. Okay. Everything that Amberlynn eats, she's cooking herself, which I strangely have been enjoying. Well, I mean, you know, this will kind of force her to make changes. So if Amberlynn isn't bringing in 5 figures a month, she's not going to be able to spend $3,000-$4,000 on DoorDash a month. So although I don't necessarily know if that will help her cause, because there are ways, especially in the United States, to get very high fattening foods for a low price. Like, I remember when I was in college, like there was this place like right by campus called Hungry Howie's or something, and like you could get a large pizza for $5. I mean, a large pizza is easily like 2,000 calories. So Amberlynn not having that much money anymore, I don't know if it's necessarily going to cause her to lose weight, but it is going to cause her to not be able to get food the way that she's accustomed to. So yeah. Maybe she'll get more creative with it, because there's a lot of ways to get really unhealthy, fattening food for not that much money. What's your favorite Christmas movie? 4 Christmases. I don't know if I remember this one. Okay. There are people that see your growth and refuse to acknowledge it. Thank you so much. Hey, that's kind of like the basis of my whole channel, acknowledging Amberlynn's growth. We've all acknowledged Amberlynn's growth. What are you talking about? Refusing that Amberlynn has grown? What? Who has ever refused this? Who has ever said something like this? I've always said that Amberlynn has grown. We've all seen growth. This is weird. Bullshit. Free like a bird, maybe a pigeon. People are saying Twinkie didn't get surgery and that you only did it for a money grab. She definitely did. This is her resting. I'm so glad she has already adapted to the cone. She's such a smart, sweet, perfect baby. I'm going to cover her stitches due to privacy, but you can see where they shaved her. Yeah, I don't understand like the whole privacy thing. I mean, like maybe if it's showing like a sensitive area, like maybe I could get that, but I think that she's trying to show very little and zoomed out so that people can't really make inferences or observations about what happened. I don't know. It just kind of looks like there's a break in the fur right here. Privacy. Yes, privacy of a dog. It's because there are no stitches. That's just a Temu lampshade. Yeah, there was never a surgery. She got this off Temu. Privacy as she posts it anyway. You guys would just take a second on YouTube. Go ahead and press that thumbs up button. Look at my curved thumb. Come on, look at that.